Hello and welcome to the Earth Angel Hangout with myself and the gorgeous Angel channel, Katie Speed. I'm sorry that we're a couple of minutes late coming live on here today, and thank you to everybody who is joining us. I just want to double check. Katie, are you there?
I am, yes.
I can't see your video, though. I just see your gorgeous picture.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be coming on.
Oh, I can see you. Okay, so thank you for everyone. It's just going to take a couple of moments just while people are still joining us on the call. So we are going to go to about 12 o'clock, and so if you can, get yourself a drink, get yourself relaxed, so you can just enjoy the beautiful guidance that we're going to have channeled for us today by Katie. So I just want to tell you very quickly a little bit about myself and Katie and why we're doing this. So my name is Sarah Becca Vine, and I'm really passionate about helping Earth Angels firstly awaken and remember that they are an Earth Angel, and then embrace this aspect of themselves, because you're really important. You're on the planet for a reason. That's why Earth Angels are on the planet right now. And we have many incarnated angels, elementals, star people, wise ones. We have all these magnificent beings on the planet to help it. And we have the angelic realm. Now, you may be aware of angels. It's in all the Bible, and from the past it's always mentioned angels. We do actually have incarnated angels live on the planet in a human body. You may be one yourself. You may have been called an angel by other people, or just have this deep connection to angels. You're just going to love this, because Katie Speed is an incarnated angel herself. And not only that, she channels the most magnificent angel called Shimlaya, whose purpose is really just to spread some love and light in this world, and to give you hope, to give you inspiration. So that's our intention for this. How this come about is, I founded the Earth Angel Sanctuary in February 2014, and Katie and Shimlaya contacted me and actually offered their contribution to help all those Earth Angels that are part of that, to give them personal messages each month. And speaking with Katie and getting the guidance from Shimlaya, we're like, we just need to get this out to so many more Earth Angels out there, because money can be a problem for some people, and also we just want to make this what we're going to do today free for everyone. So Katie's been channeling Shimlaya for a while now, and it's an absolute joy every time that you hear her speak through Katie, and we really hope that you enjoy this today. So we've got some questions. If you would like to ask any questions while we're going live, we have got the chat option. You can just pop your question in there. I will just try and check back and see if there's any other questions on the Google Plus page as well. So please bear with us. We're not the most technically savvy people, but we have got some angels to help us with this going smoothly today. So welcome, Katie.
Thank you. Yeah, Shimlaya and I are both grateful to be here, so thank you.
We're grateful for you being here as well, and all the work that you already do in the world, because obviously I know you help lots of people, as well as everybody that you do help in the sanctuary. So, okay, so the first question I want to ask you, Katie and Shimlaya. So just to let everybody know, sorry, in case you are not aware, what we're going to do is I'm going to ask Katie questions that you've submitted and that I've had sent to me. And then what Katie's actually doing is she's actually then going to go up and connect with the angelic realm and connect with Shimlaya, and it'll actually be Shimlaya who speaks. So when Katie has her eyes closed, that's actually Shimlaya whose guidance is coming through her. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so the first thing is, how can Earth Angels embrace their angelic nature? Because we have lots of incarnated angels on the planet right now. How can they embrace their angelic nature more, and also those others that maybe aren't from the angelic realm but just love angels as well? How can they do that?
Greetings, dear one, and dearest beloveds. And again, I do thank you for this beautiful opportunity to speak with you. For I see how wondrous you are, and yes, how very important you are. You are beautiful beings of light, every single one of you. So how do you accept your inner light, your inner angelic self? dearest ones, it is to accept all of you, the totality of you. You see, dearests, so many of our dear ones have such love to share. They are joyous in nature and love to be themselves. And yet there's also the shadow part. And this is a part of your life. This is a part of what it is like to be a being of light, an angel in human form. So then, if you do not make this part of you wrong, if you dare to love this part of you also, because it is just a part of you that is calling out for more love, for more guidance, and then you experience an inner unity. So then, anything that you can do to release shame, release fear, and embrace yourself and appreciate yourself, you'll feel more complete, more full, and less in conflict with yourself and with the world. You are way showers. You are delightful in all ways. You are, every aspect of you is divine. So do not put yourself down, or there is no need to see yourself as unspiritual, for all you are here with a vast way of emotions, a vast way of experiences, and you have the opportunity to experience them all. So then, do not judge yourself for however you have felt at a certain time, or however you have acted at a certain time. You are part of this evolution, the evolution for the earth itself, but also for your inner self, your inner angel self. If you can make peace with you by saying, ah yes, I am always doing the best that I could do. Whatever I have done was at the level of consciousness in which I was then, and now I am here. I'm allowing myself to grow. I am allowing myself to see myself with more compassion. Therefore, the part of you that feels resistance can relax, and you can embrace more of you. And when you do that, your level of joy can go up, your level of connection can go up, your level of creative thinking, creative way of living can come in because you are less restricted. So then, forgive yourself, be easier on yourself than you have been, and then you may find that you have a more joyous experience during this lifetime. You are not flawed, you are not wrong. Dare to see this, dare to see yourself as beautiful just as you are, and then you will feel more complete.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you. So I hope just from the first message that we've had there, that you can all know that you are so beautiful as you are. No one is flawed or imperfect or not good enough. We all are. And although the outside circumstances in our lives, I know they're all different. We're all in different places, but fundamentally, we are all perfect. We are all whole. We are all good enough. And I think such a beautiful message from Shimlaya there, Katie, just to help people really to know that, because you are. Okay, so with everything that's happening on this planet, pretty heavy, a lot of people on the planet, and I know that from some of the messages that I have received from Earth Angels all over the world with what I put out there, that there are some that are, should we say, caught up in some work that is not from the light. There's spiritual stuff out there, but it's not from a place of love and truth and light. It has that darker energy. And I've had people message me and they have absolutely no hope. What's the point? What's the point of being here? We're not making a difference. And with everything that's going on, it can be a real big thing, a real big heavy energy that I feel with this. So what can Shimlaya share with us, Katie, with regards to that, to give people hope, and to give all the Earth Angels on the planet right now hope that things are changing, although it's not seen in that way?
Dearest ones, it is okay. I simply bring great news for you, because you are the way showers. You are the light ones. You are here with great mission and great purpose, and that is to allow yourself to be yourself, to shine as yourself no matter where you are. You see, dearest, sometimes there can seem as though there is these dark elements and dark areas to the earth plane. Therefore, when our our dearest, when our light ones, when our earth angels, such as yourself, move into them, you bring in more light, you bring in more love, more truth, and a deeper level of integrity. And this is transformational. So then, if where there is darkness, bring in the light. You see how courageous you are. You see how wondrous and adventurous you are. For from your inner angel self, your inner soul self is not daunted by the circumstances on the earth plane. No, not at all, because your inner self, your angel self, your soul self sees with such love and such compassion and is on a mission. There are many of our dear ones who feel lost when, as we look to them and as we guide them and as we are so close and with them, we see that they are not as lost as they think they are. Dearests, connect with yourself, love yourself, be with yourself, and therefore no matter where you are, you shine out this beautiful inner remarkable light that is you, and you transform the energy and the space in which you are in. Sometimes it is a time to say thank you. I recognize all this has taught me, and it is a time for me to move on. Know that you always have choices, dearest ones. You are here with, yes, great missions, and yes, great potential and greatness to you, but you are also here with free will also. Therefore, you get to choose the life you want to create. If you find that you are feeling heavy, if you find that you are feeling a little lost, then why not make a new choice? Why not make a new choice each and every moment of each and every day, night, morning, evening? You always have the opportunity to make a new choice. That choice could be to, let's see, send away all the energies and entities that keep me feeling heavy, so you clear yourself. Once you clear yourself, you find that you are clearer within your energy, and therefore your decisions, your thoughts, your choices can be clearer also. Once you have sent away all energies that do not belong to you, back to where they do belong, you are clearer. So then, in this new space, what do you choose? What type of life would you like to create? What type of contribution is within you to share? Because you are important, and you are doing so much more than you are aware. We look to you, we look at your life, we look at its patterns, and we see everything that you are contributing. So then, can you, dearest ones, start to recognize and appreciate all that you are? Can you appreciate that wherever you go, you bring with you this magnificent inner light, that magnificent inner truth that is you? Can you stand in your truth? Can you share truthfully from your heart or from your inner eternal self? And you do not need to apologize for who you are, for you are here to shine, not to fit in or not to step in with the norm, shall we say. It is to be yourself to the full capacity in which you allow yourself to be that. There is so much greatness within your planet, and you are contributing to this greatness. There is so much transformation all around. The light is getting stronger. The earth is going through many, many shifts. Yes, once again, it can seem as though things are getting darker, but that is only so you are able to see the contrast. You are here to bring that light, to be yourself, to be love, and to transform your inner self and the environments around you, because it is a natural reflection of that. So you are never within the wrong space. Trust there is a reason within there. The reason may be that you have finished there and it is time to move on. The reason may be that you have been challenged to be more of yourself, so then be more of yourself. Be true to you no matter where you are, no matter who you are with. When you are true to you, you honor the other. Well, therefore, you do not disrespect anybody because you are not disrespecting yourself. You are bringing more integrity, more light, more love through to the earth plane by releasing burdens, releasing doubts, and saying, yes, this is who I am. Even if you do not know who you are, say, yes, I am allowing myself to discover, and I'm going to allow myself to recognize the greatness of me, the beauty of me, no matter how wondrous that is. There is so much majestic energy flowing through you. There is so much coming to the earth, and there are so many of our dearest ones coming together and doing great work, sharing great light and great joy with great integrity. and great vision. You are a part of this grander vision. All you need to do is, yes, accept yourself, allow yourself to be yourself, and then you become your natural guide. Your inner compass clears, your inner intuition, the dimmer is turned up when you allow yourself to truly love, accept, and be you, no matter where you are. You are transformation. You are transformation itself. So no matter where you go, you bring that with you. Allow yourself to keep blossoming, to keep being yourself, and you will find that you cannot and do not go astray.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Katie and Jim. I can feel my eyes crying here as you're saying that and feeling this energy. And I think that's really important to remember. Earth angels are really important. We're on this planet for a reason. And you probably always felt that you're here for a purpose and that you're different from others. And we are here to anchor in the light. And every single thing we do does make a difference. And it can seem dark and things aren't changing, but trust me, they are changing big time energetically. And as Shimlaya was coming through there, Katie, what was coming to mind for me is like a metaphor, because I do love metaphors, is of the story of a guy walking along the beach and see a kid with all these thousands of starfish all over the beach that have been washed up, picking up and just throwing them back in one at a time. Is that what you're doing? You can't possibly make a difference. Look how many thousands of starfish that are on this beach. You can't make a difference. And with that, the child picked up a starfish, threw it back into the sea, and said it made a difference to that one. So this is for you all. Everything that you do, it does make a difference. Things are shifting and changing, and it can be very hard. It can be very, very challenging, especially where we are. But we really hope with this hangout together is going to help you maybe just get in tune and a touch back more with your angelic self, because we have everyone upstairs, as I like to say, all the angels here. So that brings me to a question that I think would be really beneficial for everyone, Katie. Maybe you answered, maybe not so much, Shimlaya, is how can people connect with their own guardian angel? Because obviously you channel Shimlaya's, but how can others actually connect? Because obviously I know it's quite a journey with you with connecting with Shimlaya and being able to work in this way. But if someone's thinking, yeah, I'm sure I've got a guardian angel, but how can I actually make that connection? What are some things that you could just share with people from your personal experience just to help them?
First of all, it's the willingness to and the acceptance of it, because the guardian angels have been with you before you were born and will be there with you to celebrate as you pass over. So they're there with you continuously because they love you and they've chosen to be with you, and you are their priority. So if you imagine then that you would like to deepen your relationship with them, I mean, your angels celebrate. They love that. So if you're already willing to connect with them or to develop your relationship with them, it's a yes from them. The angels have showed me what it's like when we ask that, and it's a complete celebration. So if you imagine that, like just sitting down or just being in a, it's easier if you do it when you're on your own at the beginning. Then it can be anywhere and everywhere. It doesn't matter, because there's not a moment when you're not together. But if you can just like sometimes for some people it helps just to imagine that they are opening a door to their beautiful angel, and therefore they are allowing the energy in, because it's already there. It's just a case of allowing it in, or inviting the angel to be with you, and then just relaxing in their presence, releasing any tension, anything that you think could be between you and them, any sort of doubt, just let it go play in the park for a little while. Just put it to a side, and then just be with the experience. So you start to acclimatise to what it's like to be within the energy of your guardian angel as they bathe you in their light, and then just relax and open. And then what's natural for you, just start to discover what's easier for you. Do you start to see, to feel, to sense? Is it the experience of it? It might start so subtly, so you get to tune into the fine energies, but it's the answer from the angels is always going to be yes. Let's develop us. Let's be together. Let's become more close. So you don't need to worry about you're being ignored, or it won't happen, or that you can't. because we're all beings of light, and from whatever realm or whatever type of being of light that we are, whatever angel you are, it's so natural. It's completely natural, and that's the thing that can be deceiving. We have an idea that it could be hard, or that you need to be born in a certain way with these psychic gifts, but it's so natural to the core of your being that it's just allowing it to happen, and absolutely trusting yourself, because that's how you develop it. You're going to start to receive something, even if it's a feeling, if it's a thought, if it's an image, a picture, a song, a lyric, anything, but you're going to start to receiving that. So the more that you trust that you have, and you feel thankful for that, you give it more space to grow.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing that. And just one thing to mention is that we all sense in different ways. So some of us are very auditory, so we may just hear our guardian angel. Some of us are very visual, so it'd be the seeing, or we may sense, or we may just feel. What about when people, some people can actually mess with me, they feel their wings, and sometimes when I'm in meditation, I can feel mine.
Yeah.
What would you say about that? Is that something that you can feel? Can you feel wings as well?
Yeah, well, I can feel and sense my aura as well, so I tend to feel that more, and the size of it. So again, another thing that with your angels, if you want to just expand your aura a bit to give them more space to come in, that can help. But yeah, our energetic body is beautiful. It's so vibrant and colourful, and the more we even, because I like to exercise that, I like to brighten it and to enhance its light, and I find that helps my connection.
Bright, Katie.
I find that it helps to clear my intuition and enhance my connection. So, with all of us, it's just finding out, are you energy sensitive, or is it around you that you feel more? Is it within you? Is it within, it's just discovering what is more natural for us. So with the wings, it's an extension of our energy, it's an extension of ourselves, our true eternal selves. And it's beautiful when we can feel it.
Yeah, I know. I've had lots of people message me and tell me that they can feel theirs, and I mean, how magnificent that people are realizing. There's so many realizing I am an actual angel on earth. I am an earth angel, and having this connection, because what beautiful beings of light angels are, and they come from light and love and truth, and that's the energy that we want to be in. Wonderful, thank you so much. Okay, so we have some questions on here, so I'm just going to have a look through. We're not going to be able to answer anything really specific for people, because we really want to keep it quite open, so it's going to help lots of people. But let's have a look through. So, hi Mike Bezel, we have a question from you, and that is, how can I break through enigmatic barriers that are continuing to hold me back? And I think this is a thing that a lot of earth angels have. They want to learn and grow, but they have these barriers. So what advice and guidance can Shimlaya give to everybody?
Dearest ones, I have good news, as always, of course, because as I look to you, I see that there can be many reasons for these barriers. They are illusionary, of course. There is nothing that can stop you that is bigger or stronger or purer than the purity and the true essence of you. So if you do find that you have come to a stop point, a hold point, know then that is there a reason for that? Are you in a waiting part? And with that waiting, it is an opportunity to deepen your connection with your vision, to deepen your connection with yourself, to become clearer on the type of loving individual that you would like to be, or with the different elements to the mission in which you would like to share with others. So sometimes it is a case of, let us hold our dearest ones in this space of love, so they can reprioritize, they can reorganize, and therefore we can help them to move forward more gracefully. It can be a space of clearing, so it is not a block, it is not a barrier, it is an opportunity to clear yourself from what you don't need, to clear yourself of what you don't want, and to clear yourself of what you have outgrown. And how do you do this? Recognize it. Recognize how far you have come. Recognize the different, beautiful being that you are now from the one that you were yesterday, from the one you were a moment ago, or last week, or last month, or last year, or last decade. You are continuously flourishing. So within these points where you perhaps feel as though you are behind a barrier, perhaps will recognize your greatness. How can a barrier stay there when you are doing that? It cannot. It naturally dissolves. The illusionary barrier shows itself for what it is, and it dissolves because it cannot withhold you. And there were other times, dearest ones, when we look to you and we see how magnificent you are and the wonderful contribution that you have to the planet, but also the opportunity for you to be yourself and to live your life. If you give yourself permission to be yourself, nothing, again, can hold you in. Sometimes it is a level of unacceptance. It is a level of I can't or I won't, and therefore it seems to be a barrier, but it is not. It is just you holding yourself in until you are ready. May I extend this invitation to you now to be ready? May I recommend that you dare to allow yourself to be ready by saying, ah, yes, it is okay. I do not have to be completely perfect in all ways. I do not have to be a living embodiment of light. I can be myself. I can accept myself, and therefore, again, nothing can hold you in, nothing can hold you back. So all you need to do is just be willing to be you. Be willing to say, yes, I'm ready to move forward with this. And there are other times, as I look to another pattern that is out there, that sometimes there can seem barriers. That is because you are great. You are great. And imagine an athlete running around a track. They jump their hurdles. You can do this also. You are bigger than they. They are not bigger than you. There is nothing that can contain you at all, ever. Allow yourself to be free. Allow yourself to move forward, and therefore you become brighter, you become stronger, you become clearer, even if you do not know what you're moving forward into. What is the essence of it? What is the feeling of it? What is the vision of it? What is the intention of it? Allow that to guide you forward. Or sometimes we look and I see that our dearest one's vision seems too big for them, or their mission seems too big for them, but that is okay. Dearest, what is next? Just do that part. What is next? And therefore your barrier becomes a step. It becomes a help. And it does not have to hold you in, hold you back. It becomes an helping hand because you are using your inner alchemy, you are transforming it into something new, into something different, into an enhancer. You do not need to think that you are unworthy, that you are not good enough. Only you can live the life that you have chosen. Only you can live the life and to share your unique gifts, your unique skills. The world would be lacking without you, so we are so glad that you are here. So then, can you accept this? Can you accept yourself and say, ah, yes, then the angels delight in my presence. There are those in my life that delight that I'm here. I'm going to delight that I'm here also, and glide forward.
Wonderful, thank you, Shimlaya. I hope that helped you, Mike. And I just felt, just to add a little bit to that as well, if that's okay, in a different perspective, in the fact that we all have so many different energy barriers. And what I found personally, especially with the work that I've been doing, is to expand into them. I've felt that every time I've done a lot of work myself and I've grown spiritually. That when you get to a point and then you have like this another barrier, which can often be fear, doubt, and stuff that needs to clear. And so the practices of, you know, really grounding yourself and being able to connect, I think this is the big thing that's missing for a lot of people. They want to do work, but it's having that making that time and making that commitment and that decision to make that time to have a spiritual practice and to be able to connect to connect to your angels. You need, in a way, to be in that meditative state so that you can call them in is one way, but also when you're in that meditation, you can just expand your energy and just expand it as big as the universe if you can, or go up to God or whatever your religion may be, or whatever that place is, the divine, you know. When you can get into that energy, you're this massive light being, and then when you look at your life, the barriers, the obstacles are incredibly small. And this is this is how I work with a lot of clients, is getting that energy so big so that the energy of that block is obviously so small in comparison that you can expand and break through that. So that's just felt that I needed to share that with people.
No, that's beautiful, because when sometimes with the barriers as well, or something that seems to be holding me back, I do make myself bigger. So it's lovely to hear you say that. Incorporate it, and move beyond it. So it's
absolutely.
just then it dissolves.
Yeah. And it's just like transmuting it to love. And another thing that's come in that I just feel I want to share, because I have realised recently I have the assumption, I assume people know what I'm on about, and most people and just talk like people understand what I know, and people obviously don't always understand where we are. So I just want to give a quick example. When we have lots of things going off, when we're our energy and how we're feeling, we have an emotional guidance system. Something that I've first come across with teachers of Abraham, with Esther and Jerry Hicks, and that is obviously the energy that we're in. So if we're in fear or grief or depression, our energy's low and it's very heavy, very slow. Looking at eyes with through the world with fear and worry, and our energy's here. And as we start to rise up, when we start to feel a bit more positive and a bit more hope and optimism, and then we get up to more gratitude and to joy and to love, we're feeling love and we're feeling happy. Our energy's up here, and it's a much faster vibration, and the light vibration. So when you're down here, and you have like things going in your life, they can seem like massive mountains in front of you. It's like, oh my God, I can't see a way through this. By spending a few moments to being able to connect to who you really are, we are all love, we are all souls. You rise up to get to that frequency, and then when you look, it's like, oh, they're not mountains, they're molehills. It's that different perspective. And obviously, when you're up here, when you're connecting, obviously with that, you can connect with your angels, and to get all of the source energy, that all that is there for us. We all have this awareness, but most of it is just closed off because it's just being able to open it, even just if it's just a little bit, and to really get some kind of practice, and to help clear yourself of these lower energies, because these are not serving us. I mean, that's part of the reason I set up the Earth Angel Sanctuary, because I can't physically help everyone one-to-one, but people are willing to help us, they can just start clearing that, so we can rise up, and it can help us deal with everything. So I just felt I really needed to add that in.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we have a couple of other questions. Some of these are very specific to the person asking the question, so if we get time at the end, I'll come back to those. But I just want to, ones that's going to really help lots and lots of people. So I've got a question here from Avril Green. Thank you, Avril. And she's, her question is, may I ask why so many of our dear Earth Angels and teachers are stricken with illness and pain that is diagnosed as lifelong and limits their activities? Surely their purpose is to reach as many people as possible with their light. So I'll turn that over to you, Shimlaya.
Dearest one, yes. There can be many, let us say, trials and tribulations for each of our beloveds as they journey through life on the earth plane. You see, dearest, each and every one of you before you are born, choose different elements of your life to experience. But restriction does not necessarily have to be one of them. There are certain conditions that the soul will choose to experience that seem limiting, and the opportunity then is to find the freedom within that supposed limit. There can be something that feels as though it keeps the individual contained, or keeps them in, because they experience some level of discord, but then that opportunity is to connect again with themselves in a newer, clearer way. Even the teachers, all of your beautiful, wondrous teachers, are going through their own levels of evolution, their own levels of development, and their own levels of growth. If our dearest ones begin to accept yourselves on a more deeper level, you will see that you are not, the illness is not a punishment. It does not mean that you are going wrong, that you are going astray. It is just a different earthly experience to have, and to see that that does not limit who they are, does not limit or diminish who you are. It is, you are still a beautiful, each of you, beautiful being of light with great purpose. And that purpose, again, as I say, is to be yourself to the full extent in which you are here to be. So then when you really move with this energy, you can transcend anything temporary. You can transcend any illness. Some have been chosen because the beautiful, adventurous soul wishes to experience life with this condition, wishes to experience what it is like to have that, to live with that, knowing that they are truly an eternal soul, and the truth of them, the divineness of them, is untouched by that experience. It is simply a contrast. It is like, the soul that is so expansive, the soul that is so immense, the soul that is so wise, looks to the earth plane and says, this is so different to the truth of me, so let me move into that and then to experience that while remembering the truth of me. Sometimes there is miraculous healing. Sometimes there is so much wondrous from that. Sometimes it helps our dearest ones connect with a deeper level of compassion and empathy with those on the earth plane, and their mission is to connect with others who are experiencing a certain condition, to help them not lose their worth, not to diminish their self. You say, yes, me too, and yet I know that I'm more than this, and so are you. So sometimes it is as a dive into the water to help others so they can all come up together. And other times, life can seem harsh, life can seem tough. We know that it, as we look to, we know that it can seem that way to many, many, many of our individuals here, our beautiful collective also. But know that each time you experience something, it does not mean that you are diminished, it does not mean that you are being punished. So yes, when it does seem harsh, can you love yourself anyway? When you are going through something, can you love yourself anyway? For that is the level of mastery. Can you love life, no matter its appearance? Can you be that loving element of yourself, no matter what is taking place within you or around you? Therefore, you become bigger within yourself, because you become more than the condition, you become more than the illness, you become more of yourself. And any dis-ease, any disharmony can come back into the balance with that. And yes, there is a new lease of life, this new level of awakening, but it depends on the soul's choice and the soul's mission. So no illness is a limit. It does not need to be, not a limit to you, to who you truly are, and to what you can contribute to our other beloveds and our dearest ones and the earth environment itself. So then, know that there are many who do find it quite difficult at some spaces and take that on. There is an opportunity within that to heal, and once again flourish. Sometimes it can be as a way for you to shift a track that you're on, for the current path that you are moving forward on. Perhaps it was not in alignment with your soul, so your soul brings a situation in that can help you get in another one. So there is not one answer to this question. It depends on the individual, but know that nothing diminishes the individual, nothing lessens the self-worth, and nothing need limit anyone. And yes, I will speak of it, self-acceptance again, an acceptance of who you are and why you are here, and then nothing can limit. There are so many ways to be yourself and to reach out and to connect and to shine and to share. The amount of people does not matter. It is the quality, the integrity, the love, the truth, the reason, the motivation, which is important. And that is what helps you to flourish, helps you to shine, helps you to thrive within yourself. There are so many. The earth is wondrous, is it not? There are so many medicines that grow from the earth itself. So sometimes it is a case of just coming back to your true nature, coming back to your true self, and finding what supports you, what nourishes you. The more you nourish yourself, yes, your physical self, as well as your spiritual self, your emotional self, and your mental self, you can all come into alignment more, nourish you, and then you see that you start to flourish. As you nourish, of course you flourish. So look after your dearest, beautiful beings, your beautiful bodies, your beautiful hearts, minds and souls, and you will glide more gracefully, more easily. Or when you find that you are stumble, it is simply a stumbling block where you stand up once again and say, aha, and yes, I am back.
Thank you, Shimlaya. I thought I'd just like to add some more of that as well, just to give a different perspective, because as Shimlaya said, there is so many different answers to this, because obviously it's very specific for people. One thing, obviously, let me just get me back up. So you can see me as I'm talking. So one thing, obviously with Earth Angels, we are highly, highly sensitive, and we're like a sponge. We just want to help everyone, so let's just take their pain, and we can hold a lot of that energetically in our bodies as well, I feel, and that's a big contributor to pain and illness that we can have, that it's not even our stuff. And also with the traumas and stuff that we can have been through as a child, and the different belief systems and stuff that have been put in place, it can, once again, can hold pain and illness in the body. And also, it's sometimes because we're out of alignment, we're not on purpose, and it's our body's way. I mean, a big thing with incarnated angels is fibromyalgia. And with Louise Hay, bless her heart, what a gorgeous earth angel she is, Louise Hay, with fibromyalgia, it's loving too much. That's what we're here to do, yeah? We've just got so much love in our hearts, and I suppose we just want to love everyone. We just want to hug everyone. We just want to make everything okay. This is a trait that earth angels have. So that, once again, that may contribute. Obviously, we're not doctors. We're not trying to diagnose anyone. Just to give you some different perspectives as to what could potentially be going on there. But bless everyone who's suffering in pain or illness. Just send you my love, and hope that does lessen the right in a way for you. And I really hope that's helped you, Avril, and everyone else listening as well with that. Okay, let's go for another question. So we've got a question here from Jamie Lovell. Are we as a planet anywhere near critical mass when we can ascend as a planet? Over to you, Shimlaya.
Dearest one, I easily and gladly say, oh yes, for there is so much taking place within the earth plane presently. There are so many awakeners, movers and shakers. There are so many of our dearest ones who looked at themselves and have moved to, I've had enough. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to share the reason I'm here. I'm going to shine, to exude this beautiful light that I am. I'm going to live my life in truth and in integrity. And yes, as each individual does that, the light becomes brighter, the power becomes stronger, and there are so many in different environments, in different corporations, in different intentions and endeavors that are increasing this. So then imagine each of you that are listening here, but also the millions that are living this on the planet, who are coming from the heart, who are coming from love, and who are coming from the light. As they shine brighter, there is an energy also that shines from them and shines around the earth itself. It is like you are protecting the earth itself simply by being you. So if you imagine within your community, there can be so many that are doing this. Within the county, within the country, within the planet, there are millions of people who are allowing themselves to truly be. Therefore, the energy that is around them is shining around the earth. And that energy is, yes, it is an energetic, let us say, purification to the earth. It is an energetic harmonizer to the earth plane itself. Because the more you do this, the deeper your roots go also. And the deeper your roots go, the more love you have for the earth itself, for Mother Gaia itself. So you're working on so many levels, and you're transforming the earth environment. You are transforming your life, but also for opening up to a newer potential for humanity. So yes, this is taking place right now. There is the other side, of course, well, of those ones that are in fear, that are in doubt, that are in loss, that are in anger, or that are in grief. But a part of this, of you exuding you and being you and shining your light, you start to naturally cleanse, clear, harmonize, and heal, because together you are so strong. Individually, you are so powerful. Imagine this with that togetherness, with this communities joining together. Know then, each time you meditate, each time, each act of kindness, each act of love, each act of compassion, each showing of yourself enhances the light of the very earth environment, adds greatly to the extension of your planet, to the extension of the individual, and of course naturally washes out through the whole environment that you live in, and you abide in, that you work in. Doing this washes through communities, washes through, may I say, office blocks or whatever environments that many of our dearest ones find themselves in. There is this flowing through all the time, continuously. And if you are to know this, then if you are to say, ah yes, then this is the type of energy that I wish to connect with. Ah yes, this is the type of energy that I wish to be a part of. You enhance it even more. You enhance its positive effects within you, within your life, but you also enhance it on a planetary scale. The more, again, you love yourself, the more love you have, you can share ever so brightly. It is when our dearest ones get tired, they have such kindness, such compassion within their hearts, they easily bestow it to others. It needs to come from the eternal source of self, to love themselves first, as not instead of, as well as. So therefore the love that you share, shine and exude is from that never-ending well. It is springing from your eternal self. Therefore the effects you have to the planetary environment become stronger and brighter continuously, because you are in alignment with truth, you are in alignment with love. And it is not complicated. Any acts of kindness, any acts of love and compassion and of reaching and helping and sharing helps to lift the critical mass, because there are those that feel this on an energetic level, and perhaps it helps to free them from a situation, a certain way of thinking, so they can make new choices. Not because you are intentionally trying to influence anyone, oh no, but because you are shining, you are sharing. Therefore, how can the world you live in not be affected by this shine and this share? And those that are sleeping, or those that feel lost, may start to, and who are also starting to say there must be another way, they create the door open, and therefore whatever you are shining can come in. This is how you support each other without even knowing it so. This is how you connect with each other without even being aware of it. You be yourself. You be yourself to the true level of your being. You allow you flick your hair and saying, yes, this is who I am, no matter what environment I am in. Yes, this is a repeated message from me today, because it is you as the individual that helps to affect the collective consciousness. So then, love lifts, love highlights, love transcends, love cleanses, love clears, love heals, and love is the true essence of your being. The earth, the world, the beautiful planet which you abide on is moving through a time of cleansing, a kind of clearing, a transcending. You are moving through the ascension of self. Therefore, your planet must ascend with you, because the earth environment itself, Gaia herself, is also very conscious, very aware, and also very supportive. Each time you send your roots down, or you connect with them, or you allow them to unfurl, to open, you are recognized by the air. Ah, one of my beloveds, and a whoosh of energy, a whoosh of support, a whoosh of love and security flows up into you, so that you may truly work together. Think then that there is the deeper energetic earth environment, the you that is accepting levels of yourself, therefore healing the divide, therefore becoming clearer and higher and starting to blend more with your soul self. How can the earth not ascend?
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Shimlaya. And To me personally, when I think about with the planet, I love the way you said about the obviously the ascending the energy down people and connecting with the earth, because planet Earth, Gaia, is a soul. Exactly the same way that we are souls. The planet has a soul. And when we're grounded, when we're sending that love and light down, we are enhancing her soul and spirit.
Yeah.
And I feel personally that the planet Earth has already ascended. We're still on the planet, but the planet has already ascended. She's safe. And with all the light workers that we have on this planet, and the light, the vortexes, the energy centers on this planet, there's so many souls out there that are doing mass work on this planet with their energies that they are downloading, and the light portals that are happening, and even with the obviously the different moons that we've been having and stuff like that, the frequencies, the eyes in the universe, you know, all eyes are on this planet because we are the only planet still in third dimension. I truly feel like the planet Earth has already ascended. We're just waiting to catch up. So by us keep anchoring, the shift has happened, I feel. We're just anchoring, it's just waiting for it to play out, and that obviously does take time, and sometimes there can be a bit of a healing crisis where things seem worse before they get better. But I truly feel that we're on the way.
Yeah, it's coming into alignment with that. The planet's already ascended, and the space we're in now, they're coming together.
I felt that for quite a while, Katie. I really had that, and it just comes to me. It's like, oh my God, the planet has ascended. And there's something else that I got as we're talking obviously about the planet, and it was literally a couple of nights ago. I do a lot of anchoring in energy-wise myself, not just like the normal ground in which we recommend everyone does. Ground yourself, connect to the earth, but bringing in light into the planet. And I feel, you know, I've had images and my message, I filled the planet Earth with light for several moments. And obviously I know that there's a lot of great beings that do this kind of stuff in different ways, and work with natural disasters and stuff like that to help stop hurricanes and to help with the weather and stuff like this. And literally what came into my mind the other day, it's just like boom, like this knowing was, as we're anchoring so much light into the planet by what we're doing, it's obviously Mother Earth, the soul, the spirit, it's divine, it's filling up the earth, and obviously the trees, the plants, the oceans, the mountains, everything has that light and love frequency coming out of them, and it's calling people's hearts. It's helping to connect with the earth angels that are here on earth. So it's a little bit like the inside out. Does that make sense to you, Katie?
Oh, completely. It's always inside out for me, because you need to embody it to be able to share it.
Yeah, and that's what it feels like to me with the planet. So I just felt really important to share that with everybody. Okay, so we're 5 past 12 already. Well, I'll have let's have a look at these last few questions. Okay, hello, this is one from Avril again. Hello all, thank you for this opportunity. You're most welcome, Avril. We really hope you and everyone else has enjoyed this. Please can I ask what the progression there is for souls after reaching what one may believe is the pinnacle of enlightenment? What comes next? Thank you. Great question. Shimlaya, over to you.
Dearest one, there is so much to you, as you know. There is no limit to what you can be and experience and to have and to blend with. The more I'm going to bring this down to earth in life first, for the more you allow yourself to accept all of our dearest ones, to accept themselves and to become stronger within themselves, they start to bring in more levels of their eternal self. You start to shine out more levels of your eternal soul. And there will come a time when you have so much acceptance and so much understanding that that coming to earth is no longer necessary, for coming and walking this earthly life is no longer necessary. And then, dearests, as you transcend this level of your development to your reawakening, to your re-emerging with the truth of who you really are, there is a grand opening. There is no limit. For once you are the pinnacle, what is beyond that? It is to be the divine itself. It is to truly blend with everything and everyone and know that you are a part of the eternal. There is nothing that is outside your reach, outside your experience, because you are it. It is you. You are. Therefore, it moves into the point of I am. There is no separation between you or anything else. There is only expansion. There is only purity. There is only it is beyond connection. It is the ultimate connected, the ultimate being. It is, there have been so many names for this. Yes, there have been God, there have been Goddess, there have been the divine, there have been Buddha. It is beyond. When you are connected with this beyondness, which is really the depth of your being, the part of you that is already a part of that, it is like as the earth is transcending and as the earth is ascending, so are you. And you will find that you no longer even need a defined energetic form. Here you have your auras that shines out from around you as you move through and past this earthly life. You shed your physical form and become your light being self. But as you continuously evolve yourself, as you continuously grace yourself with the truth of who you are, even the defined energetic self starts to blend with everything, and you are a part of the eternal essence. But there are the realms beyond. Before you go there, there is it is like a graduation, a graduating, where in truth you are already there. This is you reawakening to that, what is beyond enlightenment, the fullness of truth, the fullness of you, the fullness of who you are. And you realize that there is no separation between anything or anyone. It is delightful. It is magnificent. It transcends anything that the human experience or the human understanding can currently comprehend, because it is massive, it is great, it is magnificent, and it is the truth of you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Shimlaya. And I think it's a really important point, the last thing you said about we can't even comprehend in our human mind. I remember many years ago when I was probably about 18, I was sort of like laying there thinking, whoa, you know, the universe, how can it go on forever? How can it be infinite? And it's like, my brain just couldn't cope with that.
Yeah.
And it is a little bit like that, because you've got to remember we have time on Earth. There is no such thing as time. I know that's like hard even to get your head around. Well, quantum physics has been proven. You know, so it's quite a big question, and there is, you know, quite difficult to comprehend on so many different levels, but it's just wondrous. Can't even describe what it's going to be. But those who obviously practice meditations, get into deep meditation and get to the realms of bliss and stuff like that, can experience it delusionally how magnificent that is. But I remember, we're in a human body. We're on planet Earth, which is disconnected. So it is hard to comprehend, shall we say. So thank you so much for everybody who's joined us live. Thank you so much to everybody who's watched this recording. We really hope that this has helped you in lots of different ways, and to just give you hope, to help you connect more with your angels, to know that absolutely there's angels on Earth. And also the gorgeous angel channel Katie Speed, and the magnificent Shimlaya, who's given us so many messages today. If I haven't been able to get to your question, I do apologise for that. We wanted to keep it as broad as possible to help as many people as possible, so we can't do personal answers. However, obviously, if you've loved this and you want to find out more about Katie Speed and Shimlaya, visit Katie's website, shimlaya.com, to find out more there. Or if you want to come join the Earth Angel Sanctuary, a place that I created to help Earth Angels all over the world help themselves, start clearing these emotions, start using different rituals in their life to help them to know all of the basic stuff in my eyes, which is protecting energy and grounding and that kind of thing, connection. There's so much in there to help people, including Katie and Shimlaya, who every month we record personal messages for all the members, so you would be able to get a personal message that way, as well as everything else that's in there. So thank you so much for watching, for being here right now on this planet, for taking this time for you, and to you, Katie, thank you so much for all that you do and bringing Shimalaya's love and light here onto the planet. So thank you. Is there anything else that you or Shimlaya would like to just say to everyone before we say goodbye?
Well, it's thank you also, because you're doing such magnificent work and connecting with hundreds and like thousands of people. I know that there's a lot of people that you're connected with, so just a big thank you for being you and doing everything that you do.
Thank you. So with that, love and light to everybody, and well, hopefully we'll connect with you again very soon.